Now they then guillotine it to 2mm in length, so you end up like this. Hold your hand out.
All right,
Just hold your hand out.
Yep, so it's virtually just a little,
Yeah.
tiny little pieces, yep.
Now, you can't believe that that's going to be the hardest carpet surface in the world, those little fellas there. And you're not standing on the sides of them, you're standing on the tips of them. So that gives you an idea of the density. Yeah?
Okay,
18,
so it's actually,
upright.
Yeah.
So it's 80 million to the square metre.
Holy hell.
So if you had any Flotex under you here at the moment, you'd have 3 million under each foot.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So
That's
they're
why
packed
you-
in so dense. Yeah, that's why they're so hard. So the unique thing about...
So they guillotine it before it's made or after it's
before
made?
it's made.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not made like an ordinary carpet. Yeah. Just bear with me again while I find the slide here. There's a lot of nylon in carpet, right? But ours is totally unique in that it's technically monofilament. What that means is it doesn't have any central core or holes in it. Right? Every other carpet does in its pile. So I'll show you what I mean.
That's what I use in my fishing line.
Yep.
Monofilament.
Under a microscope,
Yep.
there's no middles to them. They're solid.
Yeah.
Now, ordinary nylon and wool and polypropylene all have central cores
Yeah.
where water gets in,
Ah,
or
right.
holes,
Yeah.
and they do that to bounce light to hide soiling in the pile.
Okay.
So this is the only flooring that's carpet that's made with fibre that is totally
Solid.
non-hollow and solid.
Yeah.
Alright. So when mess dries on the fibre, if somebody pees on it and it's urine,
It's still only on the outside.
It's still on the outside, and it won't go in the back because that's vinyl.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all you've got to do is re-agitate it into a liquid form and extract.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple as that. So the way it's made is these little fellas you got in your hand are dropped from hoppers. There's 9 or 10 of these.
Yeah.
And the line's going in this direction. And it's electrostatically flocked.
So that's what makes it stand up,
Yeah.
rather than landing flat.
They get a plus and minus polarity as they go through an electrostatic field, and there's an earth under here that draws them in upright.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's a number of things in the world that are made that way. Ladies' fashion accessories are flocked. You know, when you've got fake suede on a handbag.
Yeah.
Well, that's a flocked product. With
Yeah, I've
upright
heard of
flows.
flocked, yeah. Yeah, now I know what it is.
And Granny had flocked wallpaper.
Yeah.
Here's your flocked wallpaper. It's gone out of fashion.
Yeah,
now.
yep, I remember that.
But it'll be back again.
Yeah, of course it will. Of course it will.
But this is the only floor covering made this way.
Ah, so that's what it is.
So then you've got a situation where they're building up this density over several of these hoppers, and they're all landing vertically into the gel back because this hasn't set yet. This
Yeah,
PVC
it's still a
back.
liquid. Yep.
Yeah, it's still in a gel form.
Yep. Yep, the backing, yep.
So they get molecularly bonded, which means that they're not laminated. They sink in there and stay there,
Yeah.
locked in. You can't pull these out with pliers.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's so solid.
Yep.
And that's the finished product. You can't see through it. It's so
No.
dense.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you fold it.
So with ordinary carpets, you've got loops and twists, and you've got fibres that are porous.
Sorry, what was the density again?
80 million to the square metre.
Where's the square
So
metre?
in that square inch there,
Yeah.
50,000.
Yep. Yep. Yep, I understand it. Yep,
So with
80
your
million
with
to
your
the-
ordinary carpets, you've got an absorbent pile.
Yep.
You've got trapping between fibres, and it goes into the secondary backing. We don't have a secondary backing.
Yep.
And the secondary backing is a harbour of germs.
And a lot of the office block people are still not using it.
No, it's not the finished nylon.
More the fool they are.
We have to.
I walked into that boardroom there and there's no different. I mean, it's more attractive than a lot of the carpets I've walked into.
Yeah.
And you said, what, 5 years old?
6.
Huh?
6.
6 years old.
If I can just find the right folder here, I've got something I can show you. Here we go. That's the comparison with an ordinary carpet.
Just chalk and cheese.
Now, it doesn't fray normally, but that is if you've got joins, traffic will do that.
Or if somebody damages the parts, you'll start coming out of the
And
engine.
it will only delaminate with water. It won't delaminate through wear. So they don't fall apart quite like this. However, this is where germs and stains harvest. They go into the fibre.
Yeah.
They go between all that pile. They go into this secondary backing,
Yeah.
dust mites and all the rest of it,
Yeah.
through the product and into the substrate.
Yeah.
So that doesn't happen with that.
No. I mean, you just got to do that. You can see the difference.
Yeah. So you've got a situation where we've also got an anti-bacteria side in there that will kill bacteria if the hospitals like the fact that it's treated as well.
And it's not actually a hard floor.
And I'll get a piece out and show you how it works.